Hello and welcome to tutorial number 2 in the CBSubs tutorial series. Now in tutorial number 1 I quickly installed CBSubs 4.0 on a 2.0.9 CB site, and just wanted to show you how to get started really fast. But the real thing you need to do first is to actually download, of course, from Joomlapolis. Go to the download area where the CBSubs GPL download area is. There's a nightly build you can install, or actually the CBSubs stable release package. And you should also download the documentation and study it. Okay, so getting that out of the way, going back to my CBSubs paid subscription panel here. And let's just go to the settings and take a closer look here at some okay, the global settings. We will go through this in a later tutorial, but the first 3 settings here are kind of important. It basically, the first one says if you're to show subscription plans at registration. I mean, by default it's yes. And we've used this actually because we showed our first 2 plans in on the registration form. And now allow free registered users without subscription. This is also the yes, which means users that are already on the site could actually log into the site without a subscription. Okay, we'll see in later tutorials how we can manipulate these to actually force users to have a subscription in order to be able to log in the site. And the third one here, which is actually no by default, is the setting create subscriptions also for free lifetime plans. Now, we did create a subscription, a free lifetime plan subscription, a free lifetime plan in CBSubs, but with this set to no, what this means is the system will not just generate a subscription for free plans. I mean, so it doesn't track the free plans. There's no reason to. Again, we'll see in a future tutorial how we can actually turn this on and take advantage of it. Now, another thing I want to show you here is the currency. By default, it's US dollars. You can select something else if you want, but let's just keep it by default the way it is. We can also select an alternative currency and so on if we want, but we'll just keep this the way it is right now. Again, there'll be future tutorials where we'll show all of this. Now, one thing I really want to do is set up a dummy gateway so we can do some dummy test payments, because when we're setting up our plans and our website, we don't really want to go through the actual payment process. We want to do something quick and dirty just to make sure everything works. So the first thing we want to do is go to the credit cards here tab, scroll to the end, and actually select the mode here to the insecure, or basically this for testing mode, and just save this. Okay, now we can go ahead and actually create a payment gateway. We click on the payment gateway icon, click on the new, and again we choose the type. These are the built-in types into CBSubs. There are also other integration gateways that can be installed separately. For example, to checkout, Ogon. There's quite a few basically that you can install above these. Right now we're just going to create a dummy test gateway here. Let's just give it a name here, dummy gateway, and let's enable it. Let's keep it yes, single payments. I'm going to keep everything else the way it is. Save. We'll see that we have it here, dummy gateway. Okay. Now, if I go to the front end, actually, and let's just go through the registration process here. Sign up. Select the starter plan, which is $100. Let's just Nick A Nan at gymlopolis.com. Let's give it a password. Okay, and let's do the sign up here. Now, oh, sorry, I've already used that address. Okay, let's just do this. And plus test. Password. Sign up. Okay, now we see the registration form after we click the sign up takes us basically to an invoice. So we have to pay for this plan that we're subscribed to. And I can just go here and click to modify invoicing address because everything is empty in the beginning. So let me just go here and say my first name, last name, company, self, for example. See, when I put a company name, it asks me for a VAT number. So let me just not put a company name. Okay, no, it doesn't show the VAT number. Let's just keep it that not a company name. Let's put an address here, 101 A Mess Street, Athens, 15, whatever. Let's click the country. Greece. And we don't have to put a phone number if you want. And do a save. So the invoice data appears here. And let's say I want to pay a Visa or a MasterCard. That's the default cards in the dummy gateway. So I click Visa. Now this is where the dummy gateway jumps in and basically says, you know, you can use this dummy card number. It's 4242, etc. So you just copy that, put it in the card number here. Month and year, put something that's valid. I mean, that hasn't expired. So 2017, for example. And the name we took from the credit card, okay, and put a validation code. Any 3-digit number basically should do. And click pay. That's it. We went through the payment process. Now we're getting a message saying thank you for your payment of $100, starter plan, and so on. Your payment has been completed with transaction ID 123. Okay, and you can actually view the printable invoice here if you want. There we go. I mean, we can set this up here. We'll see that also in a further tutorial where you can set up the actual invoice data here for, you know, which company is actually invoicing. And here we just get a quick overview of the actual item we purchased. And we're going to print this or close this. Okay, so let's go and see what happened in the back end now. Go to Community Builder, User Management, and I actually see that I have this test user, and this test user has not confirmed the email yet because the Community Builder workflow process is requires that the email is confirmed. What I could have done here, and we'll show you this again, I could have gone to the actual plan, the starter plan here, and actually go to the workflows tab and say here, see there are two variables here, user email confirmation and user approval. Let's just set this to override CB, and this thing override CB. So what this means is if somebody goes through the payment process, I'm assuming that their email is correct and it doesn't really need to be approved by my users, by my moderators. So I can just click that here, save. So next time around, let's just do this actually. Let's go here and do a new sign up. Let's go through the same process again. Nick 2, A2 for example, and 2, and plus 2 at I can do anything I want here actually. dp.com, the password. Okay, just click sign up here and go to the I'm just going to leave this empty for here. Go through the payment actually. Copy paste the credit card number. Select a month, a year, the 3-digit verification, and pay. And we should see this time around it says basically I should be able to log in right now. Let's just look at this. Let's look at the back end again, do a refresh. And we'll see that NAN2 has actually been enabled and confirmed. That's because I basically told CBSubs plan to override the community builder workflow settings. So I actually also see here CBSubs has added a new column to my community builder user manager, which is a subscriptions name. So I can actually see on the summary page what subscription each user is active in. I can also filter that if I want. Do this filter and see just people in the starter plan here. Search, and we see we get our 2 users in the starter plan. Okay, I'm stopping here. Tutorial number 2. I just wanted to show you how to actually configure the dummy payment gateway, and we've actually seen 2 things: the dummy payment gateway and how to override the community builder workflow approval settings for a specific plan. Thanks for watching. You can study all of this in the manual also. Maybe you should do this in parallel also. I'm stopping here. We'll continue with tutorial number 3, where I'll be showing you even more configurations that we can do with our plans. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.